Okay. So online students, am I audible? Everyone, whoever has connected, am I audible clearly? Every one of you
Yes,
Yes,
Harsha.
sir. You are audible. Yes.
audible, right? Okay, thank you. And check once. So, do you have any doubts or questions related to yesterday or day before yesterday session? Anyone? So, we are going to start our session at 7 a.m. sharp. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts or any questions, you can ask. So before we begin our regular session today, so we'll start in next 5 minutes. If you have any question, you can post here or you can ask me. You can post in the chatting window or you can ask me if you have any doubts or any questions. I hope all of you are clear with the content that I have mentioned here, right? మీరు నిన్న వచ్చారా ఆన్లైన్ అటెండ్ ఓకే ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ రూమ్కి వచ్చారు నిన్న ఆన్లైన్లో ఉన్నారు ఓకే Okay, next 3 minutes will start. Please take a minute. ఈ బుక్ ఇచ్చారా వాళ్ళకు కూడా మీ 5 members రాయండి నేను వాట్సాప్ could you please let us know high level topics which will be covered each month, also whether we'll be covering GenAI blueprint to create the sample cases. It's not for sample cases, that is for application creation. Yes, so we'll be working on, as I told you already here in the last class, here we'll be working on did I not mention about blueprint? I have mentioned. So I have mentioned about blueprint yesterday. So we'll be using these things and we'll be working on this, but after some time. First, we will be learning about the traditional approach. So once we're done with traditional UI, we will pass there and we will jump onto the latest architecture of development. And then we will be back to again traditional development. Okay. So like that we will do. So all that will be covered. Yes. So we will be covering more than what you're expecting in Pega, Infinity, Gen AI. So this is the content. So overall content will be covered in 4 months. You just need to regularly attend the session and regularly practice. Then definitely you'll be able to learn the best out of best. For sure, there is no doubt about it. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, Harsha, one question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, with the latest development in AI technologies, everyone saying development is not required. It's going to write code automatically. So,
Good.
like this, with this Pega tool, any in issues in future,
See,
if it is going.
Pega also has AI integrated into it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Mm-hmm.
started integrating and implementing AI things. So they
Mm-hmm.
are doing it. So over the period of time, definitely this will have fully automation. And there it will reduce the efforts of developing applications, even using Pega also. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to, maybe you don't have to add all the steps that you are adding before, it will automatically generate. So that you will experience in our sessions itself, like the
Okay.
traditional approach and Gen AI, you'll see
Okay.
and like the efforts reduction and all. And
Okay.
the impact will not be too much on Pega because
Mm.
it is just a just something like no one is clear about what is going to happen in future about this Gen AI and all. So already the last year they have spent $2 billion, and this year it has become $7 billion. And 20 by 2027 or 2026 they have to spend $20 billion. So they are investing a lot, but what about the returns of Gen AI and what about the demand in the market and all? It's not so unclear. So Microsoft has said just 8 days back that we are going to come out of this. What is that? OpenAI. Okay, so we are not going to continue with OpenAI because the cost is increasing, but the demand is not being seen in the market. So when there is no demand, definitely the price will go down. So in order to get the returns, they have to wait till 2030. Okay. So, and that too, they are unsure about the future of AI. See, Microsoft itself is unsure. So we cannot say it, right? So you just see Satya Nadella's words. Just it's been a week time before he has spoken all this. So also you can see US tech market is just taking out their money from all Gen AI companies. That is also one indication about it has created a lot of uncertainty here. Okay, so AI is going to do something better to the world. I mean, like than before, but it is not going to do everything. That's what we need to understand.
Thank you.
Okay. Mm.
Thank you.
But it is always good that you learn the AI. So using AI tools, understanding the I mean like purpose of AI and how to develop AI again, that is going to be a coding. AI and ML, okay, machine learning, okay, large language models, LLM. That is a different thing completely. But at least we could learn some AI tools in the market so that so we'll be ready as per the requirements of the market. So if you're learning Pega, in Pega also, whatever the AI options available, all those you need to experience. Okay. So that in interviews you can say we are aware of this AI options and all. Okay. Okay. It's 7 o'clock. We'll start now. Every one of you. So last class, I was just giving you the information about the course content, what is going to be covered. See, whatever the content that I have mentioned, okay, everything will be covered practical oriented. It's not like just theory and leave it. Everything will be covered in a practical manner. Okay, so you just need to regularly attend the classes and regularly practice. That is very, very important for a candidate to gain good knowledge. See, today I am going to tell you about what are we going to learn in Pega. I mean, like not the topic wise, the application wise, and then we'll start looking into the concepts. So we are going to learn Pega to develop applications. We are going to learn Pega to develop what? Applications. Applications means you develop application where application will have UI, business logic, and database. Nowhere, I'm sorry, nowhere you are going to write any queries. Nowhere you are going to write any queries while learning Pega. Nowhere you are going to write any business logic coding. Nowhere you are going to write any HTML, CSS, or JavaScript while working with Pega. Still, you will be able to develop the applications. And next, what is going to happen next? So you are going to learn here working on two applications parallelly. So one application will begin from today onwards, and the second application will begin after 2 weeks time. After 2 weeks time. So the first application that we are going to work on is auto insurance application. Auto insurance application. This is the first application we are going to work on. This application, you don't have to think about anything. You just need to daily attend the class. Okay, daily attend class where I will be teaching you. Okay, giving you knowledge about technical aspects. Okay, comma. I am going to give you real life examples, comma. Next, I am going to explain you the requirement. Explain you the requirement, and I'm going to implement the requirement, implement and show you. Okay, implement requirement in the class and take the screenshots in a document and share it with you. So you don't have to put your own brain here in understanding the requirement, because I am going to tell you how to do the requirement, how to understand the requirement, how to implement, and I'll show you the implementation as well. So with the knowledge that you are going to gain during the session, the same knowledge, if you apply, you can do some other requirements, similar requirements. So the second project is there, right? So this is what project one. This is what project one. So the second project that you're going to do parallelly after, you will start after 2 weeks. Okay, project two. So the project two, the second project. So I will give you requirements. I will give you requirements document document, or I'll give you in the class, or a daily I'll share you requirements document. So now you have been given with some way of directional thinking with the project one. With project one, during the classes sessions and all, you are being delivered with some directional thinking to understand the technical aspects of Pega, to understand the business requirement and the implementation of business requirement. Similar requirements will be available. Similar requirements will be available at a project two. So I will give you requirements document without any explanation or hints. Hint is simple. Hint is what we have done in the class is already a hint. Okay. So what we have already done in the class is a hint. So I'm sorry. So whatever you are going to do here in the second project, you need to implement it by the knowledge that you have gained from project one. If you do this, what will happen? You will automatically get many doubts while doing the second project. You will get some doubts. Because you getting doubts, you are going to review back the video or documents of the classroom things, whatever has happened. That is going to sort out so many things, and you will get a clear idea about the subject. So without any explanation, so you have to analyze, comma, implement it, comma, implement it in your own way, so that you will gain good knowledge, so that you will be gaining good knowledge. Okay. And good knowledge. So based on what you do in the second project, we will take you to the next project also, based on your availability, your free time and all. It depends on you. You can come back and ask me. I'll give you, no worries. Okay. This is what we are going to do. And next one, next, what are we going to work on or learn today is, so we are going to begin our learning starting from creating a new application. So the starting point is start of your journey with Pega is, understand, understand what is an application. What is an application? First of all, you need to have a clear-cut understanding about what is an application. So after you understand what is an application, what is the best architecture to come up with while designing the applications? So we think about reusability. We think about reusability. Okay, easy to extend, easy to extend all these points. Considering these points, we are going to discuss about the application layers we are going to discuss about. So what are the application layers, comma? So in that, I'm going to tell you about FW, and FW stands for framework, comma, implementation, implementation layers. Okay. So here you are going to get something like reusability and easy to extend, time saving, all that. Okay. So after you understand, have a clear idea about these, then we can go ahead with practical. Every day, same thing. Like the conceptual wise, I'll explain you. And then some technical terms I'll explain. And then we do a practical requirement. So where I'll implement and ask you to follow it. But during the session, you don't have to parallelly practice anything. You don't have to parallelly practice anything. Never do anything parallelly along with me. Only just see while I am doing, so that you will get good idea. Okay. So navigations and all, whatever I am going to access, I'll take you slowly, no problem. But you will not be able to remember those navigations just by doing once. If you do two times or three times or four times like that, So when you travel in the same path again and again, how you will remember the directions? Day one, if you wanted to go from one place to another place, you will a bit you'll struggle. Day two also, you will not be so much clear about the path. But day three, day four, as you frequently travel in the same path, automatically your brain remembers everything, right? In the same manner, if you practice that navigations regularly, automatically your brain remembers. You don't have to struggle to inject it into your brain. No need to do that. You never even give any instructions for your brain to remember the navigations while you are doing it. Do it multiple times, automatically it remembers. Understand? Clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear, everyone? Let's start. We can start now if you're clear so far. Clear, everyone? You can
Yes.
respond on the charting window all the time.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and start now. See, we are going to discuss about this one, understanding what is an application. So generally, it's a software terminology I'm talking about. So application in the sense of software terminology. In the software terminology, if you talk about an application, can you tell me examples of any applications that you are aware of? Names of the applications that you are aware of? Tell me some names of the applications that you access in your day-to-day life. Hmm? Phone Pay, Google Pay, Instagram, Facebook, what else? Flipkart, Amazon. Okay. So apart from this, any business applications that you have accessed apart from this e-commerce, social media, any business oriented applications that you can think of, business process applications.
Amazon
Banking,
online
Banking
shopping.
banking,
purpose.
What is the application you are accessing? What do you call that application?
iMobile,
Banking
iMobile,
purpose. Online banking platform. Online banking
Bank.
platform. Net banking application. So loan processing, applying for a credit card. So many things are there, no? So like this, there are many things available, right? So what does, suppose you just imagine you are going to get into Amazon application. You're going to get into Amazon application, Amazon.in. Amazon.in. This is Amazon application, right? In the Amazon application, so here you have one text input. So I'm just going to enter a product name here and click on a button search. Can any one of you tell me what has happened now? What has happened now? When I search with for a phone, what has happened? The phones that are available have been displayed in a screen, where these phones details are available. These phones details are available in the database of Amazon application, When I enter a text here and click on the search button, so the phones related information has been retrieved from Amazon application, Amazon database and displayed in UI. So what is there inside the application? So, I mean, like in the application contains, it has user interface, and when I click on search button, how the phones have been brought from database to till application user interface, internally, there is something called as business logic. Software program is getting executed. So whatever you see in the UI here, it is called front end. In the back end, two layers will be there. One is business logic, another one is database. So a search has happened when I click on this search button. When I click on cart button, what has happened? When I click on cart button, you have got, you went to a cart. You went to a cart where you see some items in the cart. Cart itself is one functional component. Cart itself is one functional component. Search itself is one functional component. So here you are going to search for fridge. You're going to search for fridge. Now you got the results of the fridge. This is searching here is one functional feature. One feature. Search is a feature. Cart is a feature. And deals, displaying the deals here. This is one feature available. So all these are different functional features that are available inside Amazon application. So what is an application? Application, general, this is all general point of view, not only related to Pega. So application is container of what? Functional components. We call it as component. Component means it's a kind of one feature. Okay. Application is container of functional components. All these functional components works together, of course. All these functional components are going to work together coordinatively. Overall, your application is just like a roof. Okay. Inside that, you have all the functional components. For us, as of now, this is the definition of application in general. Okay. So you want to create one application for your business. So what do you think about when you are going to start creating your application? So can you tell me, if you want to purchase a new laptop, what are the points that you are going to take into consideration? What points you take into consideration?
RAM, brand,
Tell me
price.
which is going to benefit you today and even considering the future. What are the points you are going to take into consideration?
RAM, storage,
That is the capacities. I'm not talking about the capacity.
Processor.
Based on your need, you'll buy either 16 GB or 8 GB. What
SSD
points?
card,
Think, think in a
Processor.
perspective
company,
like a businessman. Yes, please.
company,
Okay. Upgradability. Someone told upgradability. So the upgradability, how can I so can it be extended? That feature is there or not there? Suppose today I am going to purchase 8 GB RAM laptop, sufficient for me. Tomorrow I am not pretty much sure. After a year, maybe I will be learning some other courses. I want to install the softwares which are really having lot of load on the system. Then I should not buy one more new laptop with a new extension or having higher extension. The same laptop should be extendable by inserting additional RAMs and all. Okay. So some laptops are 8 GB RAM. That's it, fixed. You cannot extend. Some are 16, you cannot extend. Some are 8, can be extended up to 16. Some are 16, can be extended up to 32. Some are 32 fixed. Some are 32, can be extended up to 64. Depends. So you'll think about the extendability and the durability of the laptop. If I'm going to purchase this, can I use this for long duration? Is it going to work out? It is worthwhile or not? Okay. So you are going to take into consideration, is it like the price versus the quality? You're going to consider all this. Today, if you're purchasing something, you will also not only think about today, you think about in the future whether it is going to be useful for me or not. Today you are learning Pega. Pega, when you install and run, it is going to consume 4 GB of RAM. For example, you are going to learn some what do you call, like After Effect course, like a video, what is that you call it as graphics course, video graphics course you are going to learn. It requires almost 16 GB of RAM to be consumed when you start the software. Already your software is only 16 GB. If 16 GB is going to be consumed only by one software, then remaining softwares will not run. Then if you should not throw away this laptop and buy another new laptop. You have to go ahead and purchase 16 GB additional RAM and able to fix into your laptop so that your laptop should support. Buy in such a way. Think like that. Okay. In the same manner, if you are going to create one product today, you think about not only today, but also future. See, today, if I am going to develop some functionalities in application, there may be a requirement in future. I may have to develop the similar functionalities. I may have to develop the similar functionalities. Let me draw one diagram and tell you clearly about the same. See here, today I am going to develop one application called as banking application. What is the application? The application purpose is to provide banking operations, Okay, bank application. So a bank application is going to have different lines of business. In a terminology of business, I am talking about. So line of business stands for LOB. LOB abbreviation is line of business. LOB abbreviation is line of business. A bank is not going to perform entire operations within one single unit. It is going to have different lines of business being created by the business owners. Different lines of business being created by the business owners. This is one line of business. This is another line of business. These are called as LOB. LOB stands for line of business. Line of business. Okay. You can have n number of lines of business. Can any one of you tell me what are different lines of, this is very general, right? In your day-to-day life, you have heard these things so many times. Can you tell me what are the different lines of business that you are aware of? In a bank, what are the different business operations that a bank can do? That's what I am asking.
Loan, insurance,
Let's say loan process.
insurance,
Bank means first we'll get into loan, and
Detect,
you will
withdraw.
apply for
Loan.
the credit card. Credit cards will be issued. Card issue application. Loan after, you can say insurance also will be provided by banks, right? So they may even provide you insurance, and they may also give you cards. They may
Accounts.
also
New
give you
accounts.
cards, new cards, like it may be debit card, it may be credit. Let's take it as a centralized processing thing. So cards they are going to provide. Or you can even say pure banking things. Okay, pure banking related. Okay, in a bank you have banking related operations, insurance related operations, loan related operations. So these are different lines of business. They can do everything within a bank also. Why they have to divide and come up with different lines of business is a proper way of segregating the things. Now, just imagine this is not a single application for the bank. So this is called core bank platform. This is called core bank application. Core application. This is a core application for bank, core component. And these are different lines of business. And here, for loan and insurance and banking related, suppose you want to open a bank account, or you want to apply for a new insurance policy, or you want to apply for a new loan. In either of the three cases, the banker has to collect the basic details of a customer. Yes or no? Basic details of a customer you have to collect. So here again, sublines can be there. Loan means personal loan, home loan. I'm not drawing that, but I'm just telling you one type of loan, let's say. Okay. So if you want insurance, you want banking, you want bank account, you want loan account, anything, you must have to submit your basic details. For that, I need to create some user interface. Like in Amazon application, you create a new account now. Same, I have to create one user interface screen, right? So I have created one user interface screen. Okay. When I create one user interface screen, should I place that in the loan application or insurance application or banking application or core bank application? Where should I place? That's a question. Okay. Now, what do you need to think about here is the reusability. What is that called as? Reusability. Reusability means you create only once. The same component should be reusable multiple times. Reusable multiple times. That's what reusability. So when you think about reusability, you need to you have to place the components in a common place. In a common place. The common place which is accessible to every implementation. Every implementation. I'll tell you one real life example. Okay, we have, just imagine there is a double bedroom flat. So two bedrooms are there. So we purchased two TVs. In bedroom one, we have fixed one TV. Bedroom two, we have fixed one TV. So for TV one, we have connected to one dish connection one. TV two, one more dish connection. So instead of this, how can we reduce the price here so that both, I mean like bedroom, whatever the room one, room two, the people who are staying in room one, the people who are staying in room two, both should be able to watch the TV. Plus, within one single connection, it has to be done. With one single TV itself, it has to be done. How can we achieve this? How can we achieve this? So instead of buying two TVs and fixing in two different rooms, better you are going to fix it in a common place that is called hall. If you fix a TV in hall and connect it to one connection, then that is pretty much fair enough, no? So both people can watch it. In the same manner, so I can provide, okay, let's say we have the students in classroom. So I want, so because I'm an institute here, the minimum thing is I have to provide you drinking water, right? I can give one water bottle to each of you every day. Okay, I can purchase water bottles. I can give one water bottle to each of you. So it is too costly. It is going to charge too much every day, correct? So what is the best solution that I can provide so that the cost will be reduced, but everyone will be provided with drinking water? So what is the best solution you can give me? You can have a water tin
Water tank.
placed at a common place, placed at a corridor place. This is Pega classroom. That is DevOps classroom. That is Python classroom. Instead of supplying water bottles in each classroom, have a water tin, water dispensing machine, water filter placed in a corridor common place so that everyone can access it. So that is going to reduce the cost and it is being reusable. It is being reusable. Now the point is, so there are some specific places. Room 1 is a specific place. Room 2 is a specific place. If you fix something in room 1, will not be accessible to room 2. Yes or no? If I provide water bottle, if I am going to make a water tin available in Pega classroom, it will not be accessible to DevOps class. But if I place that in a common area, it will be accessible to everyone. That is going to even help the business people. Yes or no? In the same manner, in the real time also, in software application development also, you need to think about reusability. So when you set up your application, set up a common area of your application, which is accessible to all different small areas. Okay, here those areas are called as applications. So you create one common area application. You create specific area applications. Remember one thing, when you are going to create any functional component in loan application, which will not be accessible to insurance application, which is the same as room 1, if you fix the TV, it will not be obviously visible into room 2. Yes or no? The same manner, any functional components which are created within the loan application will not be visible and accessible to insurance or other things. So here these are called as siblings. These are called as siblings. Okay, and whatever the common area application is there, no, this is called as parent application. This is called as parent application. Generally, how it works in real life. See, parents' property can be utilized. Parents have laptop. They purchase a laptop. They have 2 children. Child 1 can access the laptop. At the same time, child 2 can also utilize the laptop. No worries. Suppose child 1 specifically earned some property. Is there any right for the child to ask that legally how it works in the real world, right? So is there any legal right to ask or utilize? No, right? So it will not be accessible to the sibling, but from parent it will be commonly accessible to all children. The same concept here in the technology also. If you are going to place any functional components in the common area, that is called framework application, then that will be accessible to all the children applications. Those are implementation applications. So if you have a functional component here, which is customer details form. What is that? Customer details form. Here, if you have customer details form, customer details form. If you have a customer details form made available in the bank application, this form will be accessible. This form will be accessible. Now, loan application can access the customer details form. Loan application can access customer details form. At the same time, insurance application can access. At the same time, bank application also can access these forms. So customer details form, is it actually available at loan and insurance and bank? Is it actually available? No, at runtime, they are accessing. They are accessing customer details form. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not visible. Customer details form. I'm sorry. So customer details form is being taken from core bank application. How many times you created customer details form? You tell me how many times you created it. Only one time you created and you placed only at one place, but it is being accessible at 3 places. Tomorrow, after some time, I have extended my application to add a new line of business. I'm expanding my business by adding a new line of business here. What is the new line of business I am going to come up with tomorrow? That maybe you can say any other line of business you tell me.
Investment.
What is that? Investments. So investment accounts. So investments, when you expand your business, so should you have to again recreate customer details form? No need to recreate. You can connect your application with the core application and you can access from the core application. Understand clear everyone? Online students, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
625. Your batch is 625 anyhow. Just give me 1 minute. Yours is 625. 625 batch application. Okay, I'll just change it. Application layers 625. Okay, so that's the diagram I have. I will share you this diagram. So, which is a good practice. Now, just imagine one thing. What if I do not set up core application? What if I set up each application independently? If I am going to have one separate application for loan, separate for insurance, of course, these are also separate, but there is no common application. If you come up with a design like that, what could be the problem? So you have created a customer details form in loan application. Tomorrow you have set up new application insurance. Do you need to again create customer details form? Yes or no?
Yeah.
You have to again, once again, create customer details form, right? So you are doing the same task 2 times. If as you expand your business, you are again doing everything from the scratch. Everything from the scratch, which is not as a recommended practice, correct? So now it is always a best practice. It is always a best practice that you first, even if today you have only one line of business, you have only one operations, but think about the future. What if I expand in future? In that sense, set up 2 areas. One is common area application. Second one is specific area application. This common area application, it is called as framework application. What is it called as? Framework application. And the specific applications are there, no? These are called as implementation applications. Implementation applications. Understand clear? So the point you need to remember is one implementation cannot access the components of another implementation because they are siblings, you and your brother. You can imagine like that. Okay, legally you don't have right to take anything from your brother and vice versa. Your brother in a family with your parents, anything that is available with your parents, you both have right to access, you can access. Same concept. That is called generally inheritance concept. Okay, technically you call it as inheritance. I'm not using technical words as of now, but that I'll use going forward. Okay, so if you have any component that is available in the framework application, that will be accessible to at all the implementations that are connected to the framework. And if any component available at implementation 1 will not be accessible to implementation 2. Every one of you clear with the concept? Understanding concept is very, very important. Are you able to understand? Do you find anything too technical? Let me know. Because I'm trying to teach you this with real life examples. You always focus on real life example and try to understand the concept in reality. Then technical understanding will be easy. You can even remember forever. Okay. Are you clear? Everyone respond on the charting window.
Hello.
Oh, are you saying something? So framework application. So framework application, what does it contains? So if you are not responding, one thing is like, I'll not be able to know whether you are clear or not, whether I'm audible or not. So whenever I ask you, just take the charting window and respond. Framework application contains, see, whether it is framework or implementation, both are applications only. We already know application contains functional component, and that too framework application contains common functional components which are useful, which are which are required at all different implementation applications. Okay. Then will there be any need of having something created at implementation? I'll ask you one question here. See, I want to create customer details form. Which area you will prefer? Framework or implementations? Framework. I want to create one payment gateway screen to collect the processing fees from the customer. Which area you will prefer payment gateway screen? Framework or implementations? Payment gateway screen means payment acceptance screen. Where do you create? In the implementations or framework? So payment screen, will it be common for everything or different for different business? It will be common only.
Different.
It will be common. Payment screen, I am saying. Credit card option, debit card option, net banking option, UPI option. Are you going to show something else for insurance, something else for banking and all? No, it will be same payment related functionality. Okay. I mean, like the screen. I'm talking about the screen. Suppose I want to collect billing and shipping address details from customer. I want you to provide billing address, shipping address. Is it common screen for all of these or specific to each one?
Should be common.
Billing address
Specific.
and shipping address. It is common for everyone because any type of product you purchase, I want to collect your address details, which is a common form. Then where do you create? In the framework or implementations? In the framework, because it is a common form. Now I'll tell you one thing. I want to collect the details from the customer. For that, I want to create a form. What details I want to collect? Details about the loan amount, loan type, okay, and also other details related to loan. So is it common or specific?
Specific.
Here, considering this one and LOBs, it is specific to only which one out of these? Loan only. Is the form where do you create? In the loan application. So whenever you get any business requirement, you need to know whether it is specific functionality or common. So all the features you should not create at the top. So loan form, you should not be creating at the core bank application because that is not required for insurance. So if you want to collect the details of type of the insurance that you want to choose, coverages of the insurance and all, where do you create? It is specific or common, first of all? It is specific to insurance. So you create in the insurance application. Bank account opening form.
Banking.
It is specific to banking operations. Here you will create. Investment related information. Here. So like that, implementation application. Implementation application. What does it contains? Contains the very specific functionalities of that implement. Specific functional components of that particular implementation application. I will use the terminology like FW stands for framework, IMPL stands for implementation. Okay, and this is what about framework. So now the two key points are any component placed at framework application will be accessible to all the implementation applications which are connected to it. So any component placed at IMPL A will be accessible only to IMPL A, but not to IMPL B or C or D, etc. Okay, it will be accessible only to it. So can a component available at implementation be accessible to framework? Framework application cannot access any components of implementations. Any component of implementations. Implementation can take from framework, but vice versa is not possible. Okay. So children can take the property of parents. That is as usual legal process. Parents legally doesn't have right to take the access the property of Children, generally speaking, don't take it too much. Generally speaking, right? So the same is applicable in the technology also. So parent, you can imagine at the top level, like a tree. If you imagine like this, always remember like top level is parent. Top to bottom, the things will flow, but reverse it will not flow. If you are going to leave a stone at the top, it will come down, but reverse it won't be traveling. Understand clear, everyone? So like that, you are going to so what is the advantage? Suppose you can have separate applications without framework. It is possible to have implementations and your business will run. But what is the problem is you will have to recreate everything from the scratch every time when you are going to set up a new application. What are the advantages? What are the advantages of having or constructing FW and implementation application architecture of your business, So what are the advantages? First one, reusability. Yes or no? So reusability. Second one, think of more, easy to extend in future. Easy to extend in future. Your application can be easily extended without the need of recreating. No. So as a result of this, are you going to save the money? Obviously. Okay, this is cost effective approach. Any other advantages?
Time can
Time.
be saved.
Time saving. So all these are going to give you cost effective advantage. Now I will ask you one question. I'll tell you something. Just think about it and tell me. Okay, see, imagine there are, okay, it's a new era of credit card things. You just imagine like this. It's a new era of credit cards coming into market. Okay, they wanted to, that's a plan they wanted to bring. So RBI has told banks, this is a plan, like credit cards we can issue. This is how you can set up credit card business. You start creating application for issuing a credit card. That's what the central bank has told. Now banks have started developing the applications for issuing credit card. Okay, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, bank 4 are working on developing application. Just imagine, bank 1 has developed a credit card application, credit card issuing application. So now they have designed one framework, one implementation, overall working properly, and they can go ahead and use this application to issue the credit card, collecting data, reviewing data, credit score checking, sending it for approvals, and finally generating the credit card number, limits, all other security details, and adding the limit to the credit card. Finally, the credit card will be disbursed, something like that. Okay. Now, tell me one thing. If you take one credit card issuing application, which is available at 4 banks, more or less, the 80 to 90% of functionalities of the application at all the banks for this application will be same or different. Will be same. 80 to 90% will match. Specific offers only will not match. More or less, it is same. So the common features you create as a framework, specific you create as an implementation. Now bank 1 has done within a month. Within a month, they created one framework for credit card and one implementation for it. Overall, both together are working fine. Now my point is here is, I'm going to ask you one question. Can bank 1 take that framework alone as one layer? You have 2 slices of bread. Can I take slice 1 separately? Yes or no?
No.
Slices are there means you can take out. No. Framework, I created one implementation. Now framework is one product. Implementation is another product. You have joined both actually. You have a copy of framework available with you. You have a copy of implementation available with you. You combine both, connected both to fulfill the overall functionality. Correct? Now, can I take that slice framework product as a one product and can I sell it to other banks? I can ask them to come down. I can give them a demo and I'll tell them, if you start developing application now, it will take so much time. So you need to wait to get into the market. Okay. So purchase our product, subscribe to our product. You don't have to create anything here. Only specific implementation modifications only you need to do. Within 2 weeks of time, you can get into the market and use our product and pay us on subscription basis, something. So can I sell the product like this framework? Online students, can we do this or not?
Yes.
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 Having this
You can.
architecture, if your framework is very good, you can sell it to other vendors. From that, you can make money out of it.
Yes.
Obviously. So that's how it is going to give you an additional financial benefit also. Okay. Financial benefit also you are going to get out of it that you can earn, which means you can do what? You can earn money from framework application. So there are advantages coming up with framework and implementation applications. So this is a recommended approach, not only in Pega technology. Anywhere you go, anywhere you are creating applications, you want to create applications using Java technologies, full stack, Python full stack, or anything else, you do not create everything at one place, okay, which is going to be like a lot of what do you call it, if there is no proper segregation, a lot of confusion will be there in future. It will be difficult to manage and maintain. So better you segregate everything, come up with a framework application, and then create different implementations so that it will be easy to maintain, easy to extend, reusable, and cost effective, time saving, as well as you can sell your framework to other vendors and make money out of it. Make sense? Clear, everyone? So now I will tell you some terminology in Pega. So now this is Pega platform. How can you access Pega platform? That's what you need to learn. But I will tell you after some time, maybe on Monday, but let me tell you. So if you go to Pega platform, at the very first, when you open the Pega screen, it will display a login screen. You all need some credentials to log in. What is it saying? Username and password. So username default credentials are administrator@pega.com. Password is install. All of
Operator
you,
ID.
when you install this software, same credentials. Default credentials you need in order to create your application, where you get separate credentials generated for your application. Okay. So this username in Pega terminology, you call it as operator ID.
Operator
Pega
ID.
terminology, what do you call it as? Operator ID is, it is the login ID, or you say username. Or you say username that we use in order to log into PRPC and access its features. Access its features. Password is password only. So default credentials to log into Pega. To log into Pega. What are the default credentials? Operator ID is administrator@pega.com. This is not case sensitive at all. You can use upper lower cases, no matter, no problem. .com password. Password is install all lowercase. All lowercase I have written in uppercase so that you can have a proper vision over it. So install all small letters only you should use. Understand? So if you use I capital letter, it won't accept. Okay. So using this, you will create your own application. There is something else that I need to give you the terminology about specific to Pega. There is a term called OOTB, stands for out of the box. What is the abbreviation? Out of the box. What is the meaning of the statement out of the box? I'll tell you. See, here in Pega, out of the box means which is predefined, or you can say built-in, or you can say built-in, or in even in a colloquial language, you can say ready-made. You can say ready-made. Now you understand what is the meaning of out of the box. So in Pega, we always say OOTB rules. OOTB, not P. OOTB rules. OOTB rules means the rule which is provided along with the Pega software. Along with the Pega software. Okay. See, you have purchased one laptop. With the laptop, you got 8 GB RAM. And now you have purchased 16 GB RAM from outside. You have only one slot. You removed that 8 GB. You placed 16 GB. So now what is that previous 8 GB RAM is OOTB. OOTB feature you have removed and you have placed it. Otherwise, that 8 GB you kept there, you have one more slot. You purchased another 8 GB and you have extended 8 more GB. Means you have modified the feature from 8 GB to 16 GB, right? So something which comes along with the system is called as OOTB. You have purchased a car. So the car, generally, whatever you got along with car are OOTB features only. but you have changed the sound system. So you have advanced the sound system and all. That means you are something modifying, its structure, its appearance, you are modifying. So that facility will be there or will not be there. You can modify anything that is coming along with the system. Will you be able to modify or not? If you want to modify, you can modify. Core engine only you will not modify. Remaining anything you can modify. No, seat covers you can change, seat model you can change. You can remove the cup seats and you can place now common seat. Okay, all that you can do in middle. No? So it is possible to modify or enhance anything that comes along with the product except core engine, right? The same case in Pega also. That we call as anything, any functional component that has been provided along with Pega software is called as OOTB rule. Is called as OOTB rule. These are the two technical terminologies that I need to tell you. So every one of you, did you get the clear picture and idea about what is Pega, what is application, what are two different layers of applications, and framework and implementation application, what type of functional components will be there, what are the advantages of coming up with creating framework and implementation architecture, and apart from that, operator ID, OOTB term. You understand, all of you understand all these things? So do you have any doubts or any questions from today's class? You can ask me now. If you have any doubts or any questions, because we have 8 more minutes, you can utilize this time. Today is March 7th, tomorrow Saturday, day after tomorrow Sunday. As I told you, our sessions will run from Monday to Friday, India Monday to Friday, USA students accordingly. March 10th will be our next class. So let me tell you one point. See, many students on Monday, they hesitate to attend the classes. Okay. So remember one thing, as we are going to get the recorded videos, please do not depend on recorded videos at all. Always you think like there is no recording being provided. I must attend the class. Okay. Usually it's a tendency will not be able to wake up on Monday. Okay. Yes or no? So try to avoid that at any cost. Okay. Monday you attend the session. Okay. Without failing, because Monday is going to be our first practical. Okay, I told you, you please finish your installation process by Saturday. Sunday, no one will be available here to assist you because Sunday is a holiday for our admin also. Monday to Friday classes will run. Saturday, our staff will be working. Okay, but Sunday, it is a holiday for us. Saturday, if you have any doubts in installation, any issues, we'll be able to help. Someone will be there to help you, assist you. Okay, but Sunday we will not be available. Only fees payments related, if you send, we will be able to see sometime later and then add you into group and all that we can do. Okay, but installation and all sitting for half an hour time, so staff will not be available. It will be little difficult. So try to finish your installation process on Saturday. If you start it maybe on Saturday night or something, Sunday morning, you try. If you fail on Sunday, take the screenshot Sunday, and Monday we will be able to assist you. Max by Tuesday, everyone should be ready with their Pega software installed. Make sense? Clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear?
I
Everyone.
have a doubt. You shared a link, direct link to download the
Yes, use
Pega.
that. In the video, it was told as download from website, but we share direct link, download from direct link.
No, but it was not working like that way, because in the YouTube
What is the
video,
error you are getting?
the
You can send us the screenshot of the error if you are unable to download. We will help you. But remember one thing, you need to log into any one of your Gmail and then you open the link in your laptop and download. If without logging into any Gmail account, if you click on that, it will not help. Okay.
yeah, I did the same. I have one more doubt. Like in the YouTube video, you were saying like first I need to install the PG
Do that.
admin.
Follow
So
everything that was told in the YouTube video, and the version number can be anything. Now versions will change, no? I mean, like that PG admin version can be anything, any version, latest version, whatever it is. You take anything, no issues.
So is it necessary to install the PG admin first and then the Pega installation, or I
Yes,
can?
that is because you might be facing some issue. To avoid that issue, before itself we are giving you solution. Okay, better to install. Okay.
Sir, can you explain OOTB rules once again?
OOTB means simply you can understand ready-made. Any feature that comes along with Pega product, you install Pega. So there is already one ready-made feature, send email notification. One ready-made feature is there. Email sending feature is there. That is called OOTB feature. Understand? So now I will tell you, this is sounding like out of the box, right? This is sounding like out of the box. I said something already available inside. Then why the terminology is OOTB? Out of the box. Why not it is inside the box? Just to do one thing. Just to check with your connections. Maybe anyone who is working on Pega, 3 years, 4 years, experience will be there. No? Go to them, ask them. I heard one terminology OOTB and I read that OOTB means built-in or predefined. Ask them why it is being called as OOTB, out of the box. Why it is not inside the box? Because it is coming along with the box which is already there inside the box. Why they said it as out of the box? Why not inside the box? Okay, just ask and tell me on Monday. Okay. I have Pega 8.6 installed on my laptop. It is somewhat okay. You can proceed. 8.6 you can proceed. No issues. Little bit of differences will be there. You will be able to understand it. You can proceed. If it is not working out for you, you can uninstall and install latest version after some time. Okay. So we have only 3 more minutes. I think we are good. Okay. So you might have received details about making the fees payment. Okay. Many people were asking me yesterday about that fees details and all. You can do it over the weekend time. The Monday also free link will be available, but do not wait till the last date. You decided to join, make your fees payment, send the screenshot, they will add you into group, they will provide you access and all. So it can be done, okay, one by one. It will be easy for them to do, okay. So better you avoid last minute delays. Last minute, if you come and tell them, like I have some KYC issues, I am sending, but it is not accepting something. Okay, the deadline is there, suppose Monday last date, they will not accept further, okay. So you need to wait, and after you make the fees payment only, you will be allowed further. So instead of doing that, so finish your fees payment and then you continue what is there in that. Okay. So Monday also free link will be there. You can continue because it is Monday also free. Don't say yourself that I'll do it on Tuesday or something like that, because last date is 31st for registration. 1 month we will leave and 31st we will stand in a queue and there will be a lot of issues, server down and all. Okay. Don't wait for till the last date. Okay. I don't have to give you a deadline. You know, it is your responsibility. When you're taking the sessions, you need to pay the fees and generally continue with the classes, right? So you are done with 3 days demos. You're done with 1 day session today. You can start initiating it at your free time today or tomorrow. No problem. Okay. So fine, everyone clear? Yes, please.
Yeah, let me know on which versions are we going to work.
So we are going to learn to work on 8.7 version, Pega 24.2 version, both versions, both ways, traditional, old. But you know what? Learning the way how you learn Pega here is going to give you knowledge to work on Pega version starting from 6.2 onwards, even future versions also you'll be able to. So old versions also you can work. That's how your knowledge will be delivered here. Okay. Make sense? Clear, everyone? So you are asking if I did not get any link, Sandhya, you will be getting today. No problem. If you did not get any details about the payment and all, you will get it. No issues. So for Monday also, you can join the free session only. But after that, you need to generally pay. But do it at the weekend so that it will be even easy for us. Okay, to handle everything. Thank you so much. We can continue on Monday. What do you do these 2 days? Just to revise what is being done at a high level. You revise all these things and go through, not the video, document you go through enough. Okay, revise. Saturday you can enjoy, Sunday you can enjoy, maybe 1 hour time or half an hour time you spend on Sunday evening. Okay, and revise. Then by Monday you will be able to understand everything in a proper and connected manner. Okay. So thank you so much. I'm going to close the meeting. We'll continue on Monday. Thank you. Bye.